Hey guys, Jason here. I had a request to do a video for an acoustic version of Hillsong's Young and Free a song called Alive. And it's a song with a lot of synth and a lot of, a lot of loops. But you can do a pretty nice acoustic version. And I wanted to share kind of the voicings that I like to use and where it comes from. So let me just adjust this slightly. And basically what you've got, so usually the song's done in E. I like to do it on acoustic in D. And there's a series of voicings that Dave Matthews uses, like his song Grace Street. It's basically on the E string, you've got the, and on the G string. If you think like a G chord, okay, so if you take your G chord, and there's my regular G chord. But instead of playing a regular G chord, if I take my first finger on the G here, let me turn a little bit so you can see, on the G, and then I take my third finger and I put it on the, basically making a B, it makes a nice 3-note chord that I can play. And then the A string, I'm basically end up muting because I leave this index finger a little bit flat. So the sound is, it's kind of an alternative way to play a G. Now what's nice about that is I can slide this up. I have an A, still with that D ringing out. And then if I switch this finger right here and I put them on the same fret, so that was on the 3rd fret and 4th fret, and then I got 5th fret and 6th fret. And then off of this B, I can do, where am I? 3, 5, I'm on 7. 7th fret, 7th fret, and I got a B minor. Okay? You see that? So it's on the E string, I'm playing the 7th fret, and on the G string, I'm playing the 7th fret. So I end up with a B and a D, and I have another D that's ringing out. And then I've also got this this B up high that I'm letting ring. Right? Go up 2 more frets, leave it just like that, and I've got a C sharp with a D. And then if I wanted to, I can actually play a D up here. This is on the this 12. That's going to be the 10th fret and the 11th fret. 10th fret on the E string, 11th fret on the G string. And I've got a D. So what I end up with is basically an entire scale of basically 2-note intervals with a D and a B ringing out, if I let them ring. I can also do it off the F sharp here. An F sharp and an A. So 2nd fret on the E makes an F sharp. 2nd fret on the G string makes an A. So the where this kind of comes from is, if you know the Dave Matthews song Grace Street, so those are the voicings that I'm using, but now we're going to apply it to the song Alive, which sounds like this. So I got my B minor, basically an F sharp minor, sort of, or it's actually a D over an F sharp, G, then G, B minor, A, and I leave that D ringing out. And then I'm palm muting it. So all downstrokes. I was lost with a broken heart. You picked me up, now I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again, forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words can say. I'll follow you, Lord, for all my days. Fix my eyes, follow in your ways. Forever free in unending grace. Now, you can just play that chord progression through the entire song, and it works. But I'll show you, there is another guitar part in the pre-chorus where it goes, you are, you are, you are. And what I like to do is basically play octave Ds. So on the A string, playing the 5th fret, which is a D. And then on the, it's the G string, I'm playing the 7th fret, which is also a D. So and I'm muting everything else. So it's octave Ds. And I'm lifting up when I want the ghost note. So if I leave it down the whole time, it sounds like this. But what I'm actually doing, I'm letting up on the pressure a little bit, so it ends up with some ghost notes. So I'll play it again a little bit slowly so you can kind of copy the rhythm. Right? So that takes us to the chorus. And we're back to the same chord progression where with this voicing off the B minor, the F sharp, and the G. But what I do is I open it up. So ho ho ho, you are alive in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. You are alive in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. Whoa. Whoa. In the midst, and you're back to the palm muting. So recap, you've got basically B minor, D over an F sharp, G, B minor, A, palm muted. You've got the octave Ds for the pre-chorus. You can also have, if you have two acoustic guitars, you can have one guitar continue to play the main line while you have the second guitar play the octave Ds, and then you've got opened up for the chorus and then also for the musical interlude where I'll talk a little bit about the timing of that. It is tricky because it's you know, it's not just downbeats and it's fairly syncopated. So on the chorus, if you notice, I'm either nodding my head or I'm tapping my foot. When I play this live, I'll actually stomp on the stage to keep that downbeat. So let me see. Hear that it's dun, dun, you know, you've got this this syncopated pattern that sits. So it's really important that you feel that the downbeat and count to make sure that you don't get off rhythm. So hopefully that helps. You can see there's a lot you can do with the song. It's a really fun song to sing on acoustic guitar. I like it in D for my voice. It's about as high as I want to go with that high F sharp. But if you do like it in the original key, you just throw a capo on the 2nd fret and do the exact same thing, but move everything up 2 frets. So you have any questions, shoot me a note in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel for more tutorials both on acoustic guitar, on electric guitar, on bass guitar, as well as on piano. Thanks.